Okay, today we're gonna try and rebuild a very broken 105mm field gun, and just to show you what's happened is the gun mounts here have snapped off. This is pretty common on them. Basically, your gun mount should have two bits like that these parts of the guns go through to hold it up in position. Now this one has snapped here, and also the piece on the bottom has broken clean off. That should be like that, and then there's a wee spring goes on there, a little cap, and that holds it into place. But as you can see, it's quite common on these guns for these parts to break, and unfortunately we've got 3 of these guns in the shop and we can't sell them till we get them restored. So to get this one done, what I could do is put a piece of plastic in here and then remove this piece here and glue it onto there with a pin, and that would get us by, but it would still be a weak repair, which I'm not really wanting to do. Now fortunately VAMAN has done these beautifully created Repros, and when you compare it to the original, you can see he's even got all the detail in there, and that is absolutely an excellent job. And also a little cap that goes on the bottom, he's even printed that to go with it, and these are about a tenner, and on a gun that sells for between 50 and 70 pounds, it's worth spending 10 pounds on, because a lot of people have got the same problem, they need to fix them. So how do we get that one off and that one on? Right, let me show you. If you look underneath, you'll see there's a cap. Now these are actually glued on, so best way, hold it like that, pair of grips, put the grips on and break off the glue, hold cap away, keep the spring, you're going to need that, pull off the old mount, and then what I suggest you do is put the new mount onto the gun first before you put it onto the chassis, and you'll notice there's a hole here, same on the other side, there's a lug there and a lug there. Line them up, drop on the springs through the holes. It's easier if you do it upside down, because then the barbs don't catch and lock it into place. We're going to get one side at a time, one side in. Now because of the way these have been made, they are flexible to a degree, but don't be forcing them. If you're worried, put a little bit of heat on it, but trust me, they do drop in as easy as that. And now all we have to do is drop that into the hole, spin her upside down, pop on our spring, and then our little cap. Remember to use the new one, not the old one. And you can put a drop of super glue on there if you want. I found that with the other 2 that we've prepared, that they are quite tight when they're pushed on. As I say, if you're worried, we drop the super glue on there, and then that is us, got our gun. And there we have it. Now, the other thing that was missing on this, This is where you need that little spring to get over the wheels. The other thing that was missing was a little breech that goes in there to hold the rounds of ammunition. I managed to get some of these online. These are original pieces, but I'm sure it won't be long before VAMAN starts making them as well for us, because they are missing on most of these guns that you find. But there we are. We now have a complete 105mm gun ready to go out. There are some other pieces that need fixed on this, but the springs will clean up later on, and there we go, from a bunch of scrap to a nice working gun. So that's one that we've done. This is another one that we've done. And then we have a third one here as well. All of them with the Repro mounts on them, and all of them now ready just to put in the replacement breeches, lock them off. They all need cleaned up because they've been in the workshop, so we'll get them cleaned up, into the shop, listed on the website, and ready to go to their new home.